The reason you never have total victory over demonic and witchcraft attacks is because you practice the doctrine of Balaam. The reason you have shield over demonic attacks, and after some time, it seems as if that shield is taken away and demonic attacks are able to penetrate your life, is because you found yourself in this doctrine of Balaam. It is either you are practicing this doctrine or you are initiated into it. What do I mean? As a Christian, there is supposed to be a hedge of fire surrounding you wherever you are and wherever you go. This hedge of fire is supposed to keep you safe from demonic attacks. When any individual, witch or wizard wants to attack you, they will not be able to come close to you because of this hedge of fire. If you want to understand what I am saying, read the book of Job, chapter 1. In verses 9 and 10, Satan said to God, "Do you think that Job worships you for nothing? Is he not worshiping you because you have placed an hedge round about him, round about his house, round about his children, round about his cattle, his goats, his sheep? Is it not because you have placed an hedge round about everything that he has?" And Satan said to God, "Remove this hedge. Give me access to attack him. Give me access to attack his cattle, his children, and Job will curse you to your face." Now, this makes you to understand there is a hedge of fire that is supposed to surround every child of God. And the purpose of the enemy is to remove this hedge. Because if this hedge is not removed, no attack, no demonic attack, no witchcraft attack can be able to enter into your life. Now, I will buttress my point with a dream. Someone had a dream concerning someone. This person was moving, and some other personality was following this person at the back. And this person was covering himself with a very dark cloth. A very dark cloth was covering the person following this individual that I am talking about in this dream. So as this individual is walking about, the person following him from the back was trying to attack him. He was doing everything possible to attack him, but he wasn't able because there was a circle of fire moving around this individual. In any direction that the person moves to attack him, this circle of fire will go to that direction. So it was not able to attack him. And not only that, on the ground where he was walking, as he is walking, there are something like little fire, like the fire from a charcoal that is moving as he's moving. So this fire from the charcoal created a very big distance between him and the person that was trying to attack him. So there was no way the person was able to attack him. So what this person tried to do on the long run, he removed the coat that he was wearing, the very dark coat that he was wearing, and threw the coat at this person. So in order to make sure that this coat touches the person, but along the line, the coat was not able to touch the person because of this distance. The coat fell into the fire from the charcoal that is moving along with this person, and the fire burns the coat, the black coat that was thrown at him. So you see what the enemy is trying to do. But the hedge of fire that was surrounding this individual could not allow the enemy to touch him. 2 days after that, the person received a direct prophecy from a man of God that there is somebody that is desperately doing everything he can to destroy his life. He told him that this person he saw in the revelation can go to any length. He can go to any altar to make sure that he rubbishes the life of this individual that I am talking about in the dream. You can see that both the dream and the prophecy that was revealed, they have something in connection. The enemy is attacking this person, but the hedge of fire could not allow him. And the prophecy also said that this person that was trying to attack him, that is able to go to any altar in order to destroy this individual, is also attacking his prayer life, that he's making sure or doing everything possible to ensure that his prayer life goes down. And what does that mean? The dark clothes he threw at this guy in the dream is an iniquity. Okay? It is a cloth of iniquity that if that iniquity comes into his life, his prayer life will go down. So, and if his prayer life goes down, they will be able to attack this individual. Do you see the purpose of the enemy? So, what is the doctrine of Balaam? The doctrine of Balaam suggested the Moabite women to seduce the men of Israel into whoredom, to commit adultery with them, to join them in their pagan worship, to worship their idols, and also to eat the food that was sacrificed to their idols, as a way of turning the face of God against the Israelites. So you see, two things were involved in this: idolatry and adultery. So the doctrine of Balaam means that that your leg is in the church, and also your leg is in the house of Satan. You have your one leg in the church, but you also visit evil altars. You also seek help. You also seek solution from any other source that is not from God. The doctrine of Balaam means that you are going to church, but you also living in adultery, because you don't see it as anything. This is what the doctrine of Balaam is all about. Now, because God hates adultery and God hates idolatry. God hates this thing. And the Bible recognizes this doctrine of Balaam in 3 books. It is recognized in the book of 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 15. In this passage, it is recognized as a way. It is recognized in the book of Jude, chapter 1. It is recognized in the book of Jude, verse 11. It is recognized there as an error. Then, finally, it is recognized in the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 14, as a doctrine. And I will read what the scripture says there. It says, "But I have few things against you." It is talking to the church at Pergamos. "Because among you there are those who hold the doctrine of Balaam, which taught Balak how to cast a stumbling block upon the children of Israel, to teach them to commit sexual immorality and to eat food that is sacrificed to idols." This is witchcraft in the church. Witchcraft has penetrated the church, and they are using this doctrine to come against the children of God, to penetrate the church. And you are the church of God. In Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 23 to 27, there is a connection between idolatry and adultery. Because in our relationship with God is a relationship of marriage. So idolatry means abandoning God as our bridegroom and going to seek another bridegroom. So it is also adultery. That is how God views it spiritually. And the forces of darkness, the witches and wizards, demonic forces, they understand this principle, they understand this doctrine, and they use it against every child of God. They use it against you when you are battling them, when you are doing warfare. They use it to ensure that you never achieve that victory. Okay. Now, haven't you noticed that if you are prospering against any witchcraft attack, if you are prospering against witchcraft attack, they introduce what is called a lost spell on you. I want you to understand that Balaam tried to lay a curse on the people of Israel for 7 good times from an altar, but he was not able to do that. In each altar, 2 animals were sacrificed. Now, curses are being laid from an altar. Now, when this 6th time did not work, what he did is to cast what is called a lost spell upon the children of Israel. A lost spell was cast upon the children of Israel, and because of that, the Moabite women were able to seduce them. And because of that act, God separated from the Israelites. God turned their back upon them, and a plague came into their camp and started destroying them. And in that process, 24,000 lives were destroyed because of that act, because of this doctrine that was initiated into their lives. So the message I'm passing to you now, that whenever you are fighting against witchcraft activity and you are prospering, along the line, there will be something that is called a lost spell. You start experiencing it, okay? The purpose is for you to enter into adultery, to enter into sexual immorality. And when you do that, the hedge that is around you is being separated. The hedge that God's built around you, those hedges are being removed, because the scripture says, he that breaketh the hedge, a serpent will bite. Once this hedge is broken, the serpent that was not able to bite you will bite you. Once this hedge is broken, the demonic attacks, the witchcraft attacks that we are not able to penetrate you, it will penetrate. And at this time, if such happens, you have lost that victory. Remember, you are prospering. You are prospering against this attack because there is an edge around you. There is a fire that was built around you. I've used the book of Job, chapter 1, to show us, and the revelation that was received quite recently to explain to us the purpose of the enemy. So you are achieving victory because this hedge is surrounding you, and they are not able to penetrate their evil acts. Now, the person that was actually talking about in that dream was me. The reason why we use our experiences or our dreams to explain things to you is for you to understand that these things are real. So you should be very, very careful while you are in warfare, because the enemy will introduce devices that will make you to lose your victory. You see, the war that you are already winning, at a time, you will stop having that victory. Like I said earlier, is either you are practicing this doctrine or you initiated into it. Another way that they will ensure that you lose your victory, that your victory is never completed, that you do not achieve total victory, is for them to start attacking you in the dream through seduction, through sexual immorality in the dream. You will see yourself being seduced in the dream by a woman. Okay, if you're a man, you see yourself being seduced. Sometimes you might only hug this person and you will experience what is called a wet dream. It is a demonic attack, and the purpose of this attack is to remove the hedge that is around you, that has been making it difficult for the attacks that the enemy is having against you to be able to penetrate. So when you are in warfare as a child of God, you should be very, very careful. Understand the devices of enemy. Don't involve yourself in anything idolatry. And also, don't give in to adulterous life. Don't give in to sexual immorality. Unless you do not fight warfare, whenever victory is close, they will come up with this thing. Sometimes you wake up somebody I have spoke with somebody. The person say whenever she wakes up, there is this urge to have sex. There is this urge to go about to have sex, and this person is in warfare. It is a strategy of the enemy in order to rob you of victory that you have already achieved. Okay? This is why you have to be sober. You have to be vigilant. I'm just giving you one reasons that make you not to achieve total victory. Okay? They cast a lost first against you from an evil altar. And if you fall into that trap, the enemy will rob you of any victory that you have achieved. And also, that is why you must live a life of purity. Avoid immorality, especially when you are in a war battle, when you are experiencing demonic attacks, when you are experiencing witchcraft attacks. You can't tell me that you are living in idolatrous life. You can't tell me that you are living an idolatrous life and you want to fight forces of wickedness, and you want to fight forces of witchcraft, and you want to fight forces of marine. They will use this strategy to hold you down, to make sure that you never achieve that victory. But when this is the issue, when this is the case and you are experiencing this thing, you should engage yourself, enter into fasting, okay? Discipline yourself, discipline your body because of the victory that you want to achieve, because of the glory you want to achieve, because of the success you want to achieve. Don't allow the enemy to rob you of your victory. Apply this principle apply this knowledge whenever something like this is coming, and I will tell you, you will have your victory. God bless you.